Hey there guys, James Wilson here. Now it's been a while since I did a video here on Hermits United. Now I've decided, like I did with Firefly, I've decided to do a video series called My Views On, where I start a new TV series that I've started to get into and I give my opinions on that series. So today I'm going to give my views on Gotham. Before Batman, there was Gotham City. Gotham, as you've probably guessed from the title, is a TV series on Fox that shows the origins of all of the protagonists and antagonists that we know, love and hate from the usual Batman cartoons, comics and movies. And it shows them in a completely new light and even makes us like and even adore some of the characters that we no doubt hate from the movies, or love to hate really. And it's just such a great show, and today I'm going to discuss why shows like Gotham and Smallville and Bates Motel make for great television. Now, the beauty of the show Gotham and Smallville and Bates Motel, the thing that connects all those shows is that they are origin stories for very iconic film characters. Bates Motel tells the story of Norman Bates and Norma Bates, who run their hotel, and as soon as you see that motel and that big, huge, scary house in the background, you just know that from the film Psycho, that the famous Hitchcock film from 1960, and you can just, Freddie Highmore is just perfect as, I'm not going to go too much into any of these shows because I'm here to talk about Gotham, but I just wanted to talk about the beautiful connections between these shows. The fact that we know what these characters are going to go through. We have foreknowledge. As an audience, you and I have foreknowledge of these characters, and we know undoubtedly what is going to become of them, and it's that foreknowledge that makes me just adore these characters even more. The fact that these characters are given space, they are given more breadth to develop as characters, and in the show Gotham, the actors who are cast as these iconic villains and characters, they are so perfect for the roles. They look perfect, they feel perfect, that you can just feel what they're going to become. They give away these certain characteristics that are slowly building towards these characters that they will inevitably become. Now, the main protagonist of this series is young and upcoming detective Jim Gordon, who's played brilliantly by Benjamin McKenzie. Now, we all know that Detective Jim Gordon eventually grows up to become the Commissioner of Gotham Police Department and a main ally to Bruce Wayne's Batman. But to see this character get development and an origin story that we never thought he'd ever get is so brilliant, and Benjamin McKenzie is so brilliant at the part that he is pretty much the Batman of this series. I mean, Batman at this point is, of course, he's just Bruce Wayne. He's on the very slow track to becoming Batman, and that's a slowly developing subplot for the series, and Bruce Wayne and Alfred and all that, they're sort of playing to the background, whereas at the forefront is Jim Gordon, who wants to see Gotham become a better place, and obviously he fails at that, because if Jim Gordon really did succeed at that, then there wouldn't really need to be a Batman. So obviously Jim Gordon is inevitably going to sort of fail at doing what he wants to do and making Gotham a better place, which of course Jim Gordon then eventually helps the vigilante Batman. So I think it would be a real cop-out for the legend of Batman if Jim Gordon were to just succeed at what he's doing. But Jim Gordon wants to see Gotham become a bigger and better place, because of course Gotham's police department is very corrupt, including his partner. Well, at the beginning of the series, his partner, Harvey Bullock, is a very corrupt cop, and he really doesn't care about making Gotham a better place. He just cares about getting by and really not getting killed. But as the series develops, Jim Gordon really starts to affect Harvey in a better way and starts to make him become a better person. Now, as you can imagine, the main villains of this series are kind of mixed. Some of them are more rapidly becoming the legendary villains of Batman, and some of them are taking more slowly to develop their origins, like the Riddler. He is the forensic scientist for the Gotham Police Department, so his origin story is taking a bit more slow to develop. And just to let you know, the Joker isn't in this series that much, so really don't get excited about that. But the main antagonist of this series, I guess you could say, is Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, played brilliantly by by Robin Taylor, I believe it is, and he has such a perfect nose for the Penguin, and the Penguin is such a creepy and very wimpy little creature, and he's on a quest to find respect, really, and to become feared, and to become the kingpin of Gotham's crime, really, and it's just great to see all these villains develop. Now finally, I just want to talk a little bit about Bruce Wayne's origin story. Now, as we all know Bruce Wayne's origin story. As a kid, he witnessed his parents getting killed, and then he ends up wanting revenge on the person who ended up killing his parents. It's different with each depiction. Sometimes, with Michael Keaton's Batman, it turned out that it was actually the Joker who killed his parents. So I actually thought that was a really good twist, by the way. And so with this series, that's the beauty of a TV show like this. I mean, like with Smallville, we all know Batman's origin story, and we all know Clark Kent's origin story, and to Superman, we all know how that was going to play out. But to see that sort of develop, I know I've said this loads of times in the series, but I seriously think there's a market for stuff like this. I really do hope that they do something like this for Doctor Who. Well, maybe not too much, because the Doctor's mystery is kind of what makes his character and what makes the show so intriguing. But I knew I had to play Doctor Who into this at some point. But I do think that an origin story showing the friendship between the Doctor and the Master, that should really happen, because with an audience having foreknowledge of such an iconic character, I think it would be just incredible, I think. I think either that or Sherlock Holmes show how he ended up becoming a consulting detective. I think there's a market for stuff like this, and I think that it would be brilliant. I mean, shows like Gotham, Smallville, and shows like this, these are all brilliant origin stories. It's original, but it is also showing something that we've seen before, but in a different way. And I think that that is just brilliant, and it makes for great television. So please do comment in the section below what you guys think, and what other shows do you think networks should develop into an origin story next. So then guys, I'll catch you next time.